You look at the clock. It's 3:17 a.m. That's the precise moment when the peace of the night shatters. You didn't have trouble falling asleep. You were tired. You did everything right. You were deeply asleep, maybe even dreaming. But now, you are wide awake. Instantly. You recognize the feeling instantly. That dry, sharp alertness that hits your nervous system. Your mind, which was perfectly calm an hour ago, is now running a checklist of tomorrow's appointments, last month's regrets, and the bills you forgot to pay. You try to convince yourself to stay still. You try the deep breathing exercises. You tell yourself, just relax. But the more you try to force relaxation, the tenser you become. Your body feels slightly jittery, even if you can't see it moving. If you are over the age of 60, you know this specific brand of insomnia intimately. It is perhaps the most frustrating pattern of sleep disruption there is. It steals not just hours of sleep, but the energy and clarity of the entire following day. When we talk about fixing insomnia for seniors, most advice focuses entirely on the beginning of the night, cutting off caffeine, ensuring a dark room, or taking a sleep aid to drop off quickly. But the 3 a.m. waking problem is fundamentally different. It is not about falling asleep. It is about the inability to stay asleep when your body attempts to transition between sleep cycles. For years, doctors have treated this 3 a.m. waking as simply a natural result of aging, that seniors just need less sleep. This is not true. You don't need less sleep. Your body is simply struggling to regulate a critical internal process that changes significantly as we age. And that process involves one hormone that acts like an internal alarm clock, determining whether you stay safely asleep or spring into full wakefulness: cortisol. Cortisol is our primary stress hormone. It's supposed to be highest in the morning, giving us the energy to start the day. It's supposed to be lowest at night, allowing us to rest. But after the age of 60, our body's control center, the intricate system that manages stress, becomes less efficient at clearing out the accumulated stress load of the day. We call this load the cortisol ceiling. Think of your sleep cycle like a gently rocking boat in the ocean. Every 2 hours, the boat hits a small natural wave as you transition from deep REM sleep back toward lighter sleep. When you are younger, your cortisol ceiling is low, and the wave passes unnoticed. The boat keeps rocking smoothly. But when you carry a higher cortisol ceiling, the built-up tension from daily worries, low-grade inflammation, or even minor anxiety, that small, natural 3 a.m. wave feels like a tidal surge. Your nervous system interprets the natural sleep cycle transition not as a routine movement, but as an emergency. It spikes the remaining cortisol to wake you up fully. It tells you that the night is no longer safe. This is why traditional sleep remedies fail. Melatonin might get you into the boat, but it doesn't lower the high cortisol ceiling that causes the 3 a.m. jolt. The true solution is not found in a pill taken at 10 p.m. The true solution is found in a targeted 5-minute movement ritual taken before 9 p.m. This specific movement is designed to do one crucial thing: manually reset and discharge the physical tension that fuels the high cortisol ceiling. It's not a workout. It's not yoga. It is a slow, deeply targeted technique that acts as a physiological off switch for your daytime stress response, precisely timing the fall of cortisol levels so they remain safely low during the delicate 3 a.m. sleep transition. Imagine going to bed, knowing with absolute certainty that you have physically signaled to your nervous system that the work is done, the danger is gone, and the body can proceed with continuous restorative rest. This isn't about hoping you stay asleep. This is about guaranteeing the biological conditions necessary for uninterrupted sleep. This movement is essential because the stress that causes the 3 a.m. wake-up call is often not mental. It is stored deep in the body's fascia and muscles, the physical containers for worry and anxiety. We need a physical key to unlock it. In the next section, we are going to walk through the critical role of one often ignored muscle group, the group that holds the vast majority of our accumulated daily tension, and why targeting it before 9 p.m. is the secret to resetting your sleep cycle and finally silencing that 3 a.m. alarm clock for good. Stay with us, because understanding this mechanism is the first step to reclaiming your nights and your energy. We established that the secret to sleeping through the night lies not in what you do in the middle of the night, but what you commit to doing consistently before 9 p.m. We need to send a clear, undeniable signal to your body. The workday is over, the worry list is closed, the vigilance required to navigate the world has ceased. If you skip this crucial step, your body remains stuck in the low hum of the fight or flight system, which we call the sympathetic nervous system. And that, my friends, is the silent alarm clock that triggers the 3 a.m. waking. But here is what most experts miss when discussing sleep hygiene for people over 60. The tension that causes this vigilance is not just mental, it is physical. Think about decades of sitting, worrying, lifting things, or just bracing yourself against the world. Where does all that accumulated tension go? It gets stored. For almost everyone, that tension is trapped deep in the core, specifically in your hips and the powerful deep muscle known as the psoas. This psoas muscle is the master key to your nervous system. It connects your spine to your legs. It is the muscle that literally contracts when you are startled or stressed. If you were about to run or curl into a protective ball, your psoas would engage instantly. When this muscle is chronically tight, and after 60, decades of minor stresses mean it almost always is, it sends constant, low-level distress signals to your brain. Your brain hears these signals even while you sleep, interpreting them as a threat. It says, we must stay vigilant. We cannot completely surrender. That subtle, continuous physical tension is the primary fuel for the cortisol surge that abruptly pulls you out of deep sleep around 3 in the morning. It's a physical problem masquerading as a mental one. So the movement we are going to learn is not about building strength or burning calories. It is about actively telling the psoas and the deep hip flexors to release their grip. It is passive, supported, and requires zero strain. We call this technique the supported evening unwind. We are asking the body to drop the shields it has held up for decades. This must be done gently and safely. You will need 2 things: a floor space, preferably a mat or a soft carpet, and 1 firm pillow or a rolled-up blanket that can offer comfortable support. Do not worry about fancy yoga blocks or straps. We are keeping this movement accessible and simple. The goal is to use gravity to our advantage rather than muscle effort. Now, let us begin the setup. Remember, this must be done calmly before 9 p.m. Turn down the lights and keep the temperature comfortable. Sit down on the floor or the end of your bed if getting down to the floor is a challenge, but the floor is better if possible. You are going to start sitting up straight. Bring the soles of your feet together, letting your knees drop open comfortably out to the sides. This is a very gentle seated butterfly position. This might already feel like a stretch. If it does, stop right there. Take a cushion or pillow and tuck it right under your knees for support. Never force a stretch in this routine. The whole point is comfort and safety. Once your knees are supported, place your hands flat on the floor behind you, about a foot away from your back. Use your hands like kickstands. Now, we are going to move very slowly into the resting position. Using your hands for steady support, gently begin to walk them backward, allowing your torso to lean back. You are leaning, not collapsing. Keep your chin slightly tucked towards your chest. You should feel zero strain in your lower back or neck. If you feel pinching, you are leaning back too far. Adjust instantly. We are aiming to be supported by the elbows, resting gently on the ground, or resting completely on the pillow we are about to place. Take your pillow or rolled-up blanket and place it lengthways behind you, running from the base of your spine up to where your head will rest. This acts like a gentle, supportive ramp. Now, using your arms to control the descent, slowly ease yourself back, lowering your spine and your head onto that supportive pillow or bolster. Congratulations. You are now in the fully supported passive resting position. Your spine is cushioned. Your arms can rest alongside your body, palms facing up. Notice how your body immediately begins to soften. The weight of your legs, no longer supported by muscle tension, gently opens your hips. This positioning is critical because it deactivates the gravitational holding patterns that keep your psoas muscle tight. It sends that first strong signal of safety. Now that we are safely and comfortably established in the position, the next step is the crucial breathing pattern. This is the mechanism that signals the final shutdown to your nervous system, guaranteeing that you override the 3 a.m. cortisol spike. In Part 3, we will explain exactly how long you need to stay in this position and the specific simple breathing technique that optimizes this evening unwind for maximum deep sleep. Stick with me, the most important part is next. We have talked about the clockwork mechanism of stress hormones. We know why that 3 a.m. alarm goes off, and we know it is tied to tension stored deep in the body, primarily around the center of your core. Now, we implement the fix. This is the simple movement you will do consistently before 9 p.m. every night. I want to be absolutely clear. This is not exercise. This is surrender. It requires no stamina, no strain, and zero sweat. Your only job is to be gentle. Let's prepare the environment first. Make sure you are wearing comfortable clothes. Pajamas are perfect. If you wear glasses, take them off. We want sensory input to be minimized. Find a spot on the floor, ideally near your bed. If your floor is too cold or hard, please use a yoga mat, a thick rug, or even a folded blanket. Safety and comfort come first. The goal of this specific movement is to actively trigger the vagus nerve, the main highway of the parasympathetic nervous system, by gently relaxing the hips and the diaphragm. This tells your body definitively, the emergency is over. This move is best performed lying flat on your back, known as the supine position. Get down carefully. Take your time. Once you're resting on your back, make sure your spine feels long and neutral. Your head should be supported. If you need a small, thin pillow under your neck, use it. Now, spread your arms out slightly from your sides, palms facing the ceiling. This posture opens the chest immediately and signals the body to relax. Feel the ground holding you. Pay attention to the points of contact, the back of your heels, your buttocks, your shoulder blades, and the back of your head. Before we move anything, we must master the anchor, the breath. For the next few moments, place one hand on your chest and the other hand gently on your belly, right below your rib cage. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Feel your lower hand, the one on your belly, rise up. Imagine that your breath is filling a balloon deep in your abdomen. As you exhale, let your belly sink naturally. Push the air out completely, but gently. This deep diaphragmatic breathing is essential. It is the immediate enemy of the cortisol spike. Practice this 3 times before proceeding. Now, we introduce the gentle movement, which specifically targets the tightness that often pulls the pelvis forward and keeps the nervous system on high alert. We call this phase the knee-to-chest relaxation. Start with your right leg. Keeping your left foot planted firmly on the floor and your knee pointing up, slowly bend your right knee and lift your right foot off the floor. Use both hands, interlacing your fingers, to gently cup the front of your right knee. Slowly, carefully, guide that knee toward your chest. Do not force it. We are not looking for maximum stretch here. We are looking for maximum release. You should feel a slight comfortable stretch in your lower back or possibly the back of your hip. If you feel any sharp pain, stop immediately and reduce the movement. If you have knee issues, you can place your hands behind your thigh instead of directly on your knee. The principle remains the same. Gentle, sustained pressure to invite the muscle to let go. Hold this gentle compression. Breathe deeply, just as you practiced, in through the nose, expanding the belly, out through the mouth, sinking down. As you exhale, try to relax the muscles in your face and jaw. These muscles often hold tremendous hidden tension, which feeds the 3 a.m. wake-up cycle. Visualize that the movement is physically smoothing out the wrinkles in your nervous system. Each exhale is a signal that you are safe, secure, and ready for deep rest. We hold this position for a full 60 seconds on the right side. Do not rush the release. The slow duration is what convinces the central nervous system to switch gears. Remember, the psoas muscle, the main target here, is known as the fight or flight muscle. By lengthening and softening it gently, you are physically turning off the adrenaline switch that wakes you up at 3 a.m. After 60 seconds, very slowly release your grip on your right knee. Let your right foot return to the floor, sliding the leg out straight if that feels comfortable, or keeping the knee bent. Pause. Notice the difference between the right side of your body and the left. The right side should already feel heavier, more grounded, perhaps warmer. This is the beginning of the deep relaxation response. Before we move to the left side, take 2 restorative breaths, allowing your entire body to settle into the mat. Now, we repeat the process on the left side, ensuring absolute symmetry in our release. Lift your left foot, bend your left knee, and gently cup it with both hands. Slowly guide the knee toward your chest, moving only to the point of easy comfort. Keep your right foot planted, stabilizing your pelvis. In this position, you're creating a small internal massage for the digestive organs and, most importantly, the key neural pathways that run down the front of the hip. This simple action, performed consistently before 9 p.m., teaches your body that evening is the time for deep rest, not high vigilance. It interrupts the cycle before the cortisol surge has a chance to fully form overnight. Hold this gentle pull. Breathe deeply. Exhale completely. Sink into the floor. We must allow sufficient time for the muscle memory to reset. This is not about force. It is about sustained, gentle duration. After the left side, we will move immediately into the second crucial element of this evening routine, integrating the release with the perfect breathing rhythm for sleep maintenance. That is the final piece of the puzzle we will cover next, ensuring that the calm we generate now lasts the entire night. But first, let's hold this position for the full minute. We have now mastered the movement itself, the spinal twist, the supported knees, the gentle surrender to the floor. Now, we must master the timing. The single biggest mistake people make with this routine is doing it too late. We called it the before 9 p.m. rule for a crucial reason. If you wait until 10:30 p.m., your body's internal hormonal schedule has already shifted gears. The system is already priming itself for the midnight maintenance period. You are playing catch-up. Think of your body as a loyal dog guarding the house. If you wait until the intruder, the 3 a.m. cortisol spike, is already barking at the door, your dog is agitated and difficult to calm down. You must establish the calm before the potential chaos starts. 9 p.m. is the gentle, non-negotiable cutoff point. Even if you plan to stay up until 11 p.m. reading, this movement happens at 9 p.m. It is a biological reset button. It is a definitive signal to your liver and adrenal glands that the day's work is officially done. This consistency rebuilds trust within your nervous system. Your body learns that it does not need to maintain a state of readiness through the night. It is safe to rest. Let's address a common concern we hear from seniors. What if I feel immediate stiffness or discomfort? If you feel extreme stiffness during the twist, reduce the hold time immediately. You do not need to hold the full 5 minutes right away. Start with 2 minutes of gentle, supported relaxation. Remember, the goal is release, not stretch. If you feel sharp, pinching pain, back off entirely. Prop yourself up with more pillows or a folded towel under your knees or waist. This movement must feel supportive, never stressful. The spine should feel like it is gently sinking into the floor, not fighting the floor. Another key refinement for maximum benefit, the breathing. During this gentle 9 p.m. movement, focus intently on exhaling twice as long as you inhale. If you breathe in deeply for a count of 4, breathe out slowly and completely for a count of 8. This extended exhale is the body's direct line to the parasympathetic rest state. It activates the vagus nerve and sends a clear message: everything is safe, we can shut down now. Do not watch the clock during this specific time. Put your timer on, close your eyes, and just feel the deep release in your lower back and deep hips. We are targeting the psoas muscle with this movement. This muscle group is often called the muscle of the soul because it holds on to stress, fear, and anxieties accumulated over decades. As you perform this simple 9 p.m. rotation, you are doing more than just relaxing your body. You are physically releasing stored emotional tension that has been contributing to that sudden, panicked wakefulness at 3 a.m. This movement is not just a cure for sleepless nights. It is preventative maintenance for your mental and physical longevity. Now, let's talk about commitment. You likely did not develop the 3 a.m. waking habit overnight. It will not vanish overnight either. We challenge you to commit to this movement, exactly as instructed, at 9 p.m. every night for 7 consecutive days. Do not judge the quality of your sleep until day 8. Just commit to the habit. Many people report the first noticeable change is not necessarily deeper sleep, but an easier, softer time falling back asleep if they do still wake up. The racing thoughts quiet faster. The panic lessens. By the end of the first week, you should feel a profound shift in evening calmness. Your body will begin to anticipate the release. By the end of the second week, many seniors find they are sleeping through until 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. consistently, feeling truly rested for the first time in years. Imagine waking up naturally without the jarring jolt of cortisol, feeling ready to face the day, not dreading the clock or the dark hours ahead. This is the profound, simple gift this small 9 p.m. ritual offers you. The gift of restorative, complete rest that resets your entire system. We have given you the exact tools. We have explained the science. Now, the final step is yours, integration and action. Make that 9 p.m. appointment with yourself tonight. It is the most important date you will make all week. Start tonight, before 9 p.m.